Peterson, Executive Director of South African Faith and Family Institute, and this particular program and series of videos that you will be listening to is really about our recent Pan-African program that we had, and where the focus was on the role and influence of faith in policing gender-based violence. And we had a delegation from West Africa and also from South Africa, because we wanted to reflect on, in the context of Africa, if it's understood that faith is in religion, is really part of what it means to be human in African understanding. We wanted to just get a sense, be in conversation with colleagues within the police sector, to just talk to us a little bit about how is faith used, or how does it manifest basically as they are dealing with gender-based violence. And then particularly Robben Island, we were also interested as SAFFI to begin to explore what was the role of faith during political imprisonment. And so this was an incredible opportunity where we brought together some senior religious leaders here in South Africa and also from West Africa. Just in general, the Pan-African program on gender-based violence and religion is really a platform that we are focused, we kind of zoom in on the role and influence of faith and culture when it comes to addressing gender-based violence in intimate relationships. And we believe as SAFFI that there's a lot of resources from within the African context that we haven't really tapped, and so as we are looking at the faith dimension of gender-based violence, we are particularly interested in listening and learning, to ourselves, so we create these safe spaces, we create these opportunities for colleagues that is working in the gender-based violence field, but also everyone, those key stakeholders, including the police, religious leaders, and then also the museum. The museum really comes in terms of representing histories. How is our history captured? What are we learning about ourselves? What are some histories that is muted? What are the resources, for example, from religion and culture in the African context that has not yet been amplified or that has not yet been focused on, so that we can find liberation and healing and transformation in our intimate relationships. Important statement that Kwame Nkrumah made. He said, "Go to the people, live among them, learn from them, love them, serve them, plan with them, start with what they know, build on what they have." And in essence, that is what SAFFI seeks to do through the Pan-African program, is really to have a focus on listening and learning. So as we had gathered in the last, during the 16 days of activism, we had an incredible opportunity to listen to each other from the various, whether it was the faith leaders who are involved in communities such as Atlantis, in Oudtshoorn, here in Cape Town, but also in places like Liberia, Ghana. We wanted to listen to faith leaders talk about their experiences and how they are engaging the issue of gender-based violence. We also wanted to listen to the police officials, because how does their humanity come in? What do they do? Because sometimes, as we know, faith can be used in a way that is quite harmful, but also I believe we need to make time to listen for the resources that comes from faith and culture. And this was precisely what we were able to do throughout this Pan-African pilgrimage and conference. And so we really are grateful to Iziko Museums, Robben Island Museum, and the South African Police, and all the various stakeholders that enabled us to go on this journey, to take religious leaders and senior police officials on this pilgrimage of, and I think SAPS has this incredible, what do they refer to as the referral pathway. So we were able to take ourselves, religious leaders, all of us that were part of the pilgrimage and the Pan-African program on this particular journey.